Hi, my name is Jessica Lukey and I'm in my second year in the Bachelor of Education program at Mount Royal University. This is my third video in a series of documentaries on digital technologies in the classroom. This video will focus on assessing learning, answering the burning question, how have you learned to use digital technologies to assess student learning, peer learning, and self-learning? In reference to the question, how I have learned to use digital technologies to assess student learning, peer learning, and self-learning was through my various school placements. By first examining the assessment of student learning, at one of my various school placements, my mentor teacher would use her iPad mini to video students. During one of her math classes when students were working on addition and subtraction worksheets, my mentor teacher would ask one student at a time to come up to her and explain the rationale of the steps and the methods they used to solve the problem. By filming the students' explanations, my mentor teacher was utilizing the use of digital technologies to assess student learning through having students linguistically talk out loud what steps they went through to receive the answer. Furthermore, instead of visually looking at the paper to see how the student answered the problem, she was filming the students so that she could later on assess and understand the students' knowledge and cognitive ability, along with how effective the student was able to communicate the rationale out loud to solving the problem. As a teacher candidate in one of my various school placements, I was able to utilize digital technologies to assess peer learning through the creation of digital stories. During a grade 2 literacy class, students had to create and write down their own stories. After peer reviewing and getting a final check from myself or my mentor teacher, students had to divide their stories into panels, which comprised of a picture to match that paragraph of words. After creating rough panels, students received an iPad where they used a variety of apps to animate their story panels and to record their voice reading the designated words that matched the picture, which made their stories come to life. Through this assignment, I was able to assess peer learning by watching the students go to one another for help on how certain apps worked, how to record their voice, or gain another student to come in their video to voice another character, etc. Essentially, the digital technologies allowed the students to interact with one another for help when they were all working on the same assignment, and as a mentor teacher, I was able to assess peer learning of how well students could communicate and collaborate with each other through the use of iPads. As I strongly hold the belief that teachers should be incorporating a large amount of technology into the classroom, teachers should also be using digital technologies to assess their own self-learning. By using digital technologies to assess my own self-learning, I feel that I personally am more knowledgeable on devices such as laptop computers, iPads, iPods, etc., as I own these devices and consistently incorporate them with my own learning at the university. If I were to assess my own learning with devices such as smart boards and 3D printers, I feel that my assessment is much lower, as I don't have as much proficiency and knowledge of how these devices function, as I don't own them. Therefore, based on my digital technologies assessment, it proves to showcase that I need to become more proficient and knowledgeable about these devices, which will aid my learning to help teach content to students. Furthermore, it exhibits the notion that teachers need to regularly assess their own learning with digital technologies and to keep up to date with new devices, because as society advances, students become more aware of these new digital technologies. In conclusion, it is important for teachers to incorporate a high use of digital technologies when assessing student learning, peer learning, and self-learning. As society continues to develop and advance in the area of digital technologies, teachers must be on the forefront of these changes, as technology enables teachers to become more organized and is convenient to having all the documents together in one place when assessing learning. Thank you.